Hi, very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. Here today at the Faversham Transport Festival for their model railway show. Well, I do enjoy every day out, but occasionally an event really does exceed expectations. Last weekend was the fabulous Faversham Festival of Transport. It took place on both Saturday and Sunday. We visited on Sunday the 18th of May. The entire town was full of all kinds of motive transport. Hundreds of special cars, hundreds of motorbikes, and many traction engines and steam lorries. It truly was a wonderful experience to wander through the streets lined with old buildings and see this outstanding collection. It was rather busy, but I did film some footage for a future video, and hopefully that will be on the channel in the near future. However, tucked away in the Guildhall was a model railway exhibition to celebrate 200 years of train travel, tying in with the national Rail200 event. The exhibition, although small, was particularly special given the amount of thought that had gone into the presentation. It was also free to enter, and just to take a moment to thank the exhibitors who gave their time for this excellent display. There are only 5 layouts in total, but the small quantity was more than made up for by the quality. The layouts were presented in chronological order, starting with the earliest by the door, then moving clockwise around the room, gradually creeping forward in the eras of the railways, walking the viewer through the full 200-year history from the 1800s to almost the present day of British railways. A quite inspired concept, and one I really enjoyed, so join me as I take a more in-depth look into the layouts and the quality of the modelling. What a wonderful circular layout here, Dinsdale. Running this fantastic stock, look at this. As I say, circular in its nature. If I just pan back a little bit. Let's catch the loco going past again. Loving the wagon there with the horse on the back of it. And the children wagons in front. Very nice background as well. Wonderful little farmhouse over the back there with the cart just poking out, sheep in the field. Yeah, very interesting layout, interesting subject matter, and very well executed. Now, I do believe I've seen this layout before. This is Nonington Quay, the City of Canterbury Model Railway Society. All multi-levels, so we've got this level over the back here, and then the one in the foreground. Just follow this loco along. And then towards this end, we've got the dock side with the 2 cranes, and then a final 3rd level down at the water level. I like the corrugated iron along the side here moving into the brickwork. As I say, these kit-built cranes, I've got one of these on my layout. The gas station in the middle there. I like the station along the top. Let's catch this loco coming into the quayside. Now just moving further down, we've got a builder's yard on the quayside, and all the detail inside the sheds there. And the dock warehouse building on the side there, and see the fruit stall. over by the telephone box. And again, the loco's moving forward across the quayside. Do like the coach said. Quite a nice size layout. There we go, Nonington Quay. This fabulous layout is Faversham. Saw this down at the Erith Model Railway show and thought it was absolutely amazing there. But yeah, I'll try and capture a few more of the details here. You can see the welding happening inside the goods shed there. Just in the foreground, a little tractor making piles of goods. You can see the wood all stacked up here, and those piles of sand and aggregates. Down on the building yard we've got people mixing mortar. You see the building taking shape at the end here. Really do like the station running through at this end. Quite a sizable layout actually for end scale. Let me just pan along. Try not to get people in the shot, give you some idea of the size here. Fantastic lighting package again on the station. Yeah. You can see the lampposts all lit up here. Moving down past the water tower, and then you can see the little signal box. Loving this little loco around the front here. Do like the use of the low relief buildings, and the second sort of layer, if you like, or the second step up, where they've got roadway running along the back there, gives a depth to the layout, which is nice. Fantastic goods yard, really detailed modelled over the back there, and yeah, turntable. Let's just move along a little bit, and this more into the town scene. We've got a line running along the front which connects the two sort of shunting area here and the town scene together. But, just missed these two coming in, double heading on the southern loco. Now remember I mentioned before the loco on the plinth in the middle of the square. The previous show at Erith, I pointed that out with all the people standing round gathered, I'm guessing learning about the loco. And looks like a Metcalfe building here in the foreground. Bit like the bridge over the station here. And let me just pan over the back of these houses and look at the gardens and the allotments. Over the back of the garden, over the back of the houses there. It's really wonderful. And point this one out again with all the table lights lit up. I say again because I remember pointing this out at the previous show. Wonderfully modelled duck pond there, complete with the ducks. The water looks very realistic, very well done. Churchyard scene here, complete with all the gravestones. And then the market square, very similar building to the one I'm actually standing in at the moment. I guess with the layout called Faversham, and actually standing in Faversham, that's a bit of the giveaway. Again, really effective use of the low relief buildings at the back there. What a wonderful layout this is. Let me catch this loco going past, just past the marker post there. Look at all the detail of the people waiting for the buses in the bus station. Well, out here from the City of Canterbury Model Railway Society, as you can see, Bigbury, and what a wonderful setup. Just panning all the way down, you can see that very much of a military theme.
Okay.
All the huts in the foreground there. We'll catch the loco movement. The austerity loco over the back there. Lovely modelled military vehicles here. Look at the failing chains on the front of these tanks here for the, I guess they're for landmines, aren't they? And we've got the tanks on the flatwell wagons. As I say flatwell, they're Warwell, aren't they? I should know that, I reviewed one recently. The Warwell wagons. Bit of a mouthful that.
It does, I noticed that. I was doing that this morning.
In that case, I'll lift this one off.
That's what I did too.
What a nice little station at the end. Good yard. A bit like the building here, and particularly like these trees. They feel a little bit vulnerable there at the front of the layout there. Little dog here in the foreground. You see some wildfowl by the fence. Yeah, little bits of detail that make it quite nice. Bit of a lighting package on there. I can see the lights are lit at the end of the station. Very nice setup here. This is Bigbury. Well, a well-travelled layout here from River Model Railway Club. This is Newbridge Street, and what a wonderful setup. Built over a couple of levels, as you can see. As I always say, giving a real depth to the layout. Running quite modern stock on here. Interested to see the Sentinels running. Got a fascination with those at the moment. Bought a couple from Hornby recently. Love the models. Think they're fantastic. There's an underground station here. We've got the warehouses over the back there. Lots of lovely detail on here. You can see the tunnel here, but also the port just above with the to allow all the gases and the steam and smoke to escape from the tunnel. Chimney was the word I was looking for. I'm saying port. And we've got warehouse down the bottom here. Oh, another sentinel running through. I just filmed the Class 08 there. Another factory here in the foreground. Plenty of movement on the layout, which is good. I think it's very kinetic with yeah, lots of trains moving. Another one just appearing again over the back there. I do like the way these street scene at the front here is set off at an angle, so as a viewer, as you're looking at it, looking end on the houses, you sort of peer round to see down the streets. I really do like that. I might pitch that idea and try that on my own layout. Yeah, it's very effective. Sentinel there pulling one of the high-speed trains, the Javelins. Well, I mentioned the building while I was looking at the Faversham layout, and here it is. So this is the Guildhall. This is where the little exhibition was held, and you can see how many people are here. What a wonderful festival. So this is the Faversham Festival of Transport, and yeah, I've got a video coming up where I'll walk around the show. Coming up in a few days when I get round to editing it. I just thought I'd bring you the layouts from the railway exhibition on this separate video. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel, lots on there. If you can subscribe, you'll be doing me a really big favour. And with that, from Faversham, we'll leave it there, and I'll just say thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.